So in their wisdom, this was exactly the role that America's founders expected the church to play in the foundation of their new government. We're all familiar with the old John Adams quote, "Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other." Well, you know, all of our founders thought along similar lines. Alexander Hamilton wanted to found a Christian constitutional society, and its aim would be promoting Christian faith among the people. George Washington wrote this in his farewell address: "Of all the dispositions and habits which lead to political prosperity, religion and morality are indispensable supports. In vain would that man claim the tribute of patriotism who should labor to subvert these great pillars of human happiness." Even Thomas Jefferson, long revered by progressives as the architect of the separation of church and state, felt that the church was the best support of good government. So essentially what we see in all of this is that the founders knew that churches that spur men first to a profession of faith and then to good works are the foundation of a flourishing democratic society. And they also had some pretty specific ideas on what role pastors and ministers were going to play in this civic society. One more quote from Adams, going directly to what he wanted to see pastors doing. He wanted them to preach against sins such as are most prevalent and recommend such virtues as are most wanted. You have to ask, is that what we see so many prominent evangelicals doing today? Are they preaching against the prevalent sins? I don't know. I think about C.S. Lewis and what he said about fashionable Christians running around with fire extinguishers where there are floods. When I survey a lot of the news stories today that cover what exactly evangelical institutions in particular and their leadership are up to, that's kind of what I see.